Hey everyone, today we're going to crack the code of hexadecimal color values. Let's jump right in. Hexadecimal color values are made up of a hash or pound sign followed by 6 characters from 0 to 9 and from A to F. The A through F represent numbers 10 through 15, but in order to take up only one character still, they've used A through F. Now, the first 2 characters out of the 6 represent the R, or red color. Then there is green, G, and then blue, B. So altogether we have values that make up the RGB of the color we are specifying. If that doesn't make sense, let's look a little bit closer at this code pen, and I promise it'll all make sense. Just play around a little bit with it as you follow along. Okay, so we have these first 2 values will go in this input. Don't pay attention to my code on the left side very much here. In fact, I'm going to move it to the side. It's not great code. Don't look at it. This is all for the intention of you being able to play around with hex colors. So R, we will say CC, and we can see up here that our CC is this color of red. If I said AA, it'll get a little bit darker because that's representing 2 10s, so a darker amount here. And then the farther down we go, 2 9s, 2 8s, 2 7s, 6s, and incrementally we're getting a bit darker in our red color represented up here. If I keep the 6s, and we'll say 0 and 0. So you'll notice our hash symbol, this is the color that is made up of our entire hexadecimal color value here. Our hash symbol has turned this red because we have the lowest value here in the green and the blue, and we have our 6 6 of red. So currently that hash will follow whatever we have in our red column. However, as you can imagine, if we add the red to the blue of the same amount, we should have a nice purple color here. Pretty nice, huh? And then if we add our green back in, we've got a gray, an equal amount of red, green, and blue. Now imagine if we add the green and blue together and take out our red. There we go, we get a lighter blue, more of a teal type of blue color. Now you can play with this as much as you want. You'll find that it makes a lot of sense as you keep playing around with it, and I promise hexadecimal values are super useful. The last trick that I want to teach you is that if you only have 3 letters or numbers, then it will basically be, let's say we had CCC, then it would be the equivalent of CC, 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 just doubles in each of those columns. Let's try that here by putting in D, 0, D, and we get this purple color again, because this is assuming that the green color here is 0, so nothing happening there. Now, we're kind of tricking it here, so we're not going to get the right values showing up in our colors if I change this to just be 1. It says dad, but that's what it should look like. And so we can change it all back, but that's just sort of a trick so that you can save time if you know you'll be duplicating colors. 0, 0, 0, or 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 is black, and F, 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 or F, 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 F is white. These are handy things to know as you continue forward in your CSS and applying styles to all of your elements. So enjoy it, have fun with it, make sure to play around with the code pen until you feel like you have a good handle on it. Sometimes I like to go to color.adobe.com, and you can see here that you can play with these values. If I go down, we have our hex codes here. This would be obviously followed by a hash symbol or pound sign here on the left side. But these are our hex values and our RGB values as well. You can click this little arrow, see a lot more values. There's a bunch of ways to do it. I like hex, it's the easiest for me. But this will give you a good idea as well. You can see the different matches of color here. And you know, you can find some hex colors that you really like that can be your go-tos. Memorize some hex colors. Be super nerdy about it. That's what I do. And you know you want to be like me. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't go that far. Just enjoy it. Build a website. Forget about hex colors. I'm fine with that. Alright guys, make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you felt like it was helpful. Comment with any questions or ideas for future videos that you have. And then subscribe to make sure you don't forget about me. I get lonely sometimes, so